Alright, hello everybody, my name is Tanner Kyler, and today I'm here in Osage County, Oklahoma, bringing you a really special plant to me, and this is the antelope horn milkweed, also known as Asclepia viridis. It is native to most of North America's tallgrass prairies, native here to Oklahoma, and it is one of the most prolific species that we have here. It actually is one of the few milkweeds that really hasn't taken much of a damper due to the use of pesticides and herbicides to drive these guys away. And actually, looking right here, I see a caterpillar on this guy. This is one of the host plants for the monarchs. So all of the host plants that the monarchs use are in the milkweed family. The reason why monarchs can only lay their babies on milkweeds is because they have a toxin in them called latex. That toxin is also toxic to humans and pets, so you do not want to be consuming this plant. But the monarchs are specialists with this plant. So they lay their eggs on here, and these are the only plants that monarchs will lay their eggs on or can lay their eggs on. And the babies consume the leaves of this, which then they get this toxin inside of them, which makes sure that the birds do not eat their babies. The babies consume this and become toxic and then grow up and then leave. They grow up and leave and then move on to the migration north into Canada. This is one of our earlier blooming milkweeds here in Oklahoma. This milkweed is also one of the smaller ones. It only gets about 2 to 3 feet tall, but it has a very large root system that goes straight down. It does have a large taproot, which makes it very difficult to dig up and to divide like you can a lot of our native milkweeds, but it does grow very well from seed. So after a cold stratification, and I have a video I'll put above about how to cold stratify seeds. After a cold stratification process, they do grow readily from seed. So that is one of the really cool things about these guys. They also spread a lot of seed. So they bloom here late April right now into May. They'll bloom in the earlier parts of the year, and they have these beautiful greenish to purple flowers, and I'll show those up close here, and I'll throw in a clip right now, show how beautiful these flowers are that bees and butterflies just love. The monarchs, as they're arriving on their spring arrival here in Oklahoma right now, this is one of the first things and only things that's blooming for them to lay their babies on. In front of us, we actually have some dogbane, which is also related to the milkweed, but we'll talk about them in another video. Right. I'm in a hay meadow here, and this area is cut once a year, but this area that I'm sitting in right now that has all this milkweed here behind me and in front of me is actually kind of protected in the way that it doesn't get any kind of herbicide use like a lot of our meadows do here. And so that is why they're doing so well here. So we have them and a plethora of other species that I'll talk about in other videos one day, along with a really cool sensitive plant that grows right here. It's a native sensitive plant. When you touch its leaves, it curls up. That's completely unrelated. I just saw it and it distracted me. They get like I mentioned, they have a very rigorous root system, which means that they are very